I remember going into my first year of college. At that time, entering in, I was 6 foot, 200 pounds, but of just pure body fat at the time. For most of my life, I was pretty much normal. It was pretty normal to me, used to carrying that weight. Didn't really care about diet. I just kind of ate whatever I wanted. Going into that first semester, it was at its worst. Eating junk food in a consistent basis. The only thing that I knew at the time, eating processed food that really wasn't good for you, which led me to my all-time weight being at 209 pounds. I was pretty much obese. There was something in me that knew I was just better than that. And genuinely, I wasn't happy of not just myself, but what I became. And that led me to that point. And things really changed when I made the move and moved in officially to the college I was attending at the time and made the gym a priority. That changed my life. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get in healthier shape, like for honoring God. Big steps that really helped me into my weight loss journey and building muscle and overall just improve yourself mentally and physically. All right, point number one, your mentality. Your mindset and your mentality is one of the most important aspects. It's before you even touch the weights. It's before you even make the meal plan for yourself. The most important thing is that you make that decision. You make that decision of, do I really want to do this? Is this something I really want, to do? Do I really want to get out of this? Committing to going to the gym or training at home, make those push-ups. That mindset of training hard, but to honor God's glory. You take care of yourself, you exercise, but for the glory of God, not for your own selfish desires, not for your own, worldly pleasures, for outside factors to fulfill yourself. Only the fulfillment God provides for us. In Ecclesiastes 9:10, it says that whatever our hands find to do, that we should do it with all our strength. When we do exercise and train and take care of our temple that God has given us. But it all starts here. Point number two is exercise for health. And my whole point of this is there's nothing wrong with building muscle, training for endurance, stamina, all of these goals that come in together. But having an aesthetic body is not worth having bad health for. It's important to keep in mind that we should train for our health, but also make progress in the gym as well. Other aspects to focus on as well is building strength and also healthy muscle that gives you the aesthetic body. 1 Corinthians 6:19, it says that, don't we know that our body is our temple? That's where the Holy Spirit, drives in us. It's saying that we should take care of it, take care of our temples, especially for functioning in our day-to-day lives, serving God in our purposes. If we have the ability to have a very strong but healthy physique, then we should take care of that temple to its best of its abilities. And some muscle groups that you should focus on training are mainly, your chest, your arms, is more in detail, like shoulders, biceps, triceps, forearms. For legs to have some strong quads and have your body balanced, and also your core to have that lean ab physique that really stands out. And also the importance of, pushing yourself, training hard. When you do train, it's important to try your best. Really push your muscles to really develop and really take you into the next level. All right, point number three is clean diet. Exercising in a gym means nothing if you just have no diet at all. What you consume is really what you are. It's a real thing. It really does destroy your progress when you really consume more processed foods and sugar, things like that. It really destroys your temple too. Energy levels, testosterone, things like that. The one thing I could really tell you guys is just make it simple. Cut off junk food and just pretty much eat whole foods the whole time. Such as, eggs, beef, chicken, fish, tilapia, your fats, carbs, about veggies, vegetables, and you will see a lot of progress. While that and staying consistent while you're training, you will see a lot of progress. Point number 4 is resting your body. It's something I don't hear as much. Like, I do hear that, with athletes, when they do finish with the training session, that they usually rest and recover. That's when I mainly hear it. Mainly for us that, just live either by our 9 to 5s or whatever the case may be, that it's important that we do rest and recover our body as well. Like I said in the last verse, that it's our temple that God provided for us. Some examples are, taking cold showers, getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, going outside, seeing nature, spending time with our friends and family. All these things really do add up. We should not go to the point where we're killing our flesh. But yes, we should push ourselves to train hard in the gym, stay consistent, healthy routine. It's very important. But also don't go to the point where you're overtraining and just killing your flesh. Some days when I do train less than usual and giving that to God, spiritually I grew in those times and I was like closer to God. So I'm not saying don't train for some days. I'm saying it's important to train, but also give that time with God spiritually, making that sacrifice. With the final verse, Matthew 11 verse 28, it says that for all of us that are weary, that God will provide us with that rest. When our bodies are still sore, and still recovering, it's important to not really kill our flesh in that way. Importance of, staying healthy and consistent, training hard, but also to know when to give that sacrifice and grow spiritually with God together. So yeah, this is really all of the tips that really helped me get into, starting to exercise and, really shed the weight I had from 209 to the weight I'm currently in now, in the 170s, 180s now. It really has improved my life in a lot of ways, especially now training, for the glory of God. And hopefully this has helped you and you can really implement this in your lives as well. DM me rest on Instagram if you made it this far to the end. And for that, brothers and sisters, stay connected. Thanks, guys.